Hey, what's up, Diamonds? It's your boy, Christopher Doc Reed, your favorite relationship and life coach, coming to you one more time, telling you what your father didn't tell you and your mother did not know. Yes, let's talk about these narcissists and dealing with withdrawal. Now, when we think about withdrawal, typically we think about, drugs, alcohol, and we think about how difficult it can be. You've seen the pictures, you've seen somebody sitting there, rocking themselves, back and forth, and they're sweating and they're crying, and dealing with a narcissist and going through the withdrawal of dealing with a narcissist is not much different, okay? And the drug of the narcissist, all right, let's just be honest. It's that love bombing. It is the love bombing. It's the false promises that they gave you. It's those little small acts of kindness, in between them being a jerk and horrible and the rage and all of that. They find ways to seem like they're the most gentle, kind individual on the planet. And this anticipation of when this is coming, that's the thing that is so addictive. Okay, now let's look at some of the symptoms that you may be dealing with withdrawal right now from. So, first of all, if you're struggling right now with the idea of the holidays and not being with your narcissist, or say that your family is not together as a result of that, this can be very difficult because you can just feel like things aren't the same, and you just feel like you're crying all the time, and you're just going through because you had this idea of family. When you were growing up, your family was so toxic. You had to deal with divorce, you had to deal with all kind of things, abandonment in your family, and you told yourself, when I have my family, all right, it's not going to be this way. I'm never leaving. I'm never going to do the things that are going to destroy my family. So the idea of going through the holidays and this not being the case, it just destroys you. Okay. Another one. Okay. Something of that you deal with when you're going through withdrawal is feeling like it was your fault. You should have kept your mouth quiet. If you had just shut up, you didn't have to always complain that he was out cheating. You didn't have to always complain that he was getting drunk, okay, and making a fool of himself, and coming in and cussing you out. If you had just kept quiet, you wouldn't be dealing with this right now. You see how crazy that sounds? Okay, another one. The idea that he is with someone else. He is loving someone else right now with his narcissistic self. Okay. And she's getting all the good. She's getting all the wonderfulness that you always wanted. Let's think about this. He's a narcissist. Can narcissists change? Mm-mm. So she's getting what? All the lies that you were getting? Is this what we're missing? Okay. She's getting all of this wonderful love bombing. Okay. We know what's coming after that, right? But it's just that idea that you're missing out on something that's driving you crazy. What's another one? You're scared to move on. You're scared somehow. What if he finds out that you have moved on? Oh my God. And he was thinking, you know what? I was going to come back to you. I was going to, but then I found out, I saw you on Facebook. Or Harry told me that, yeah, I saw her out with somebody. You did? Oh. And now he's changed his mind. Because, when you were in a relationship, everything was your fault anyway. Okay? So he would use this as an excuse. Now, never mind the fact that he cheated multiple times. Okay? Let's just start there. But the idea that you might have thought to get on with your life would just be, hey, he can't accept that, right? See, here's the deal. There's a conflict, between your head and your heart. Now, your head, hey, I know what I'm dealing with. I know I shouldn't deal with any, but your heart is the one that's like, oh my God, I guess. So you knew that they were deceptive. You knew they lied, they manipulated you all the time. But you still want to go back. You know that you were loyal. You never cheated. You never thought about cheating. You never did anything. They gave you nothing. You're still loyal. You know that you lost your standards. Maybe you didn't have the greatest standards, but you had some. You know that you lowered yourself down to the point of almost nothing in this relationship. Okay. Now your head knows this doesn't make any sense, but your heart still wants them. And then when you're not with the narc and you're dealing with your withdrawal and you're trying to sweat it out, they come back, they hoover you, boom, you're right back in. Now, if this is you, if you can relate to any of this, then you need relationship rehab. That's right. You need to check yourself into Doc Reed Relationship Rehab Facility. Okay, what does this mean, Doc? What happens in relationship rehab? You have to totally disconnect from everything associated with the narcissist. Okay, so some of you haven't totally disconnected. You still got little stuff, triggers, little things, little trinkets hanging around. You haven't told, you're still hopeful in some way. Maybe it'll work out. Maybe we can get back together. No, this keeps you connected. This keeps you tethered to the narcissist, and this keeps their fangs in you so that venom can get in you, because these things are triggers. And triggers, you know what they do? They pull you right back in. Okay, there's no exceptions to this whatsoever, ladies. No exceptions. And see, some of you have made so many exceptions. Well, it was his birthday. I just called and wished him happy birthday. Whatever the case may be. No exceptions. Okay. Another huge component, you need some kind of accountability, because if you're going through withdrawal and you're a relationship crackhead right now, then you are not able, okay, right now you're not strong enough to do this on your own, okay? And once you have these elements in place, which is what I call relationship rehab, then the addiction gradually starts to subside. The sun comes out, you hear the birds, you start to feel like your old self again. The fog is lifted, okay? Because, and many of you just don't think that that's possible right now. You just feel so hopeless. But here's what I know. My Bible tells me greater is he that is in you, in us, than he that's in the world. So that means that there is a power inside of us that God has placed inside of us, that if we just know how to tap into and activate, okay, we can overcome anything, all right? But many of us, we don't know how to do that, okay? So listen, let me ask you this. Are you struggling right now with withdrawal from your narc? Okay, do you keep going back? All right, do you feel hopeless about the future? All right, if you can relate to any of this, this is what I want you to do very quickly. All you got to do, hit me up for a free 30-minute consultation. Go to my website, christopherreed.org, and schedule your consult so that you can find out how coaching can help you with this. Do you need relationship rehab? Okay, come on, it's here. And I guarantee you, it will not take you as long as you think it will take you. I know you feel horrible. I know you feel like you are in the belly of the beast right now, but trust me, you can get through this. All right, so hit me up. Also, join me tonight and every Wednesday night in my Facebook group, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, for an hour. We have a discussion about the things that you really want to talk about. Tonight, we're talking about healing from the bondage of shame. So many of you struggle with shame, okay, and you're hiding and you're embarrassed because you are just feeling shame about so many different things in your life. So let's talk about it and get into it. Go to my website, christopherreed.org. You'll see there where to join the Diamond Mind, which is my closed Facebook group only for women. Ladies, if you enjoy the videos, please make sure you subscribe. And that's it. That's all. I'm out of here. Peace.